Shortcomings, playing in limited release. Alan, tell us about Shortcomings.
No, I will be honest. I saw Shortcomings at Sundance, and so you're gonna have to go through the story plot here because I don't remember the exact story.
It's a story of a woman. Her name is, it's a story of a guy named Ben who is in a relationship with a girl named Miko. They are a couple. He works at a movie theater, but he's an aspiring filmmaker writing a script. He's a huge movie snob, which is kind of like why I like Ben, played by Justin Min. And he has kind of a fetish. He's an Asian man who has a fetish for white girls. We see where this is going. When Miko finds his stash of porn and all the porn is white girls, she decides to take an internship working at a film production company in New York. They're using it as an opportunity to have a little break in their relationship. So Ben uses this as an opportunity to pursue some of the young ladies that he's had a crush on. He's friends with a woman named Alice, played by Sherry Cola, who was recently in Joyride. Alice is gay. She's also Asian, and she likes white girls as well. What can you say? Ben and Alice have a lot in common. It's the type of indie film, like it reminds me of like High Fidelity because it's about relationships and it lays them out very bare. The idea of Ben being a filmmaker is just sort of a jumping off point. This movie is also directed by Randall Park. And if you're someone who loves movies, if you're someone who's thought about making a movie, or you're someone who's ever attended like an indie movie theater, like a Landmark, a Lemley, or a Frida Cinema in Santa Ana, California, this movie is for you. It's for movie nerds. It's about pursuing your dreams. It's about the costs of relationships when you're trying to pursue those dreams. And what I loved about this film most is Ben's character, played by Justin Min, is an unapologetic asshole. I love that aspect of him. It reminds me of, one of the things about the old Seinfeld show is like a sitcom, but they don't learn any lessons. And Ben is just an asshole. He's a film snob. He kind of knows what he wants, but he's kind of a jerk about it. And I don't know. I just found him very endearing, maybe a bit too relatable to me. So there you go. I like likable assholes. maybe I'm describing myself.
Yeah, maybe now I understand why you like this movie.
You're right. right. Okay, but wait. Let me defend. I just really enjoyed it. It's like solid, like feels like an old, you know what it felt like? It felt like an indie movie you would see in the 90s. That's what it felt like in a good way. It's just simple about relationships. It doesn't hammer. There's no like woke messaging, whatever. It is like, there is some stuff that's cultural that I think is really funny. Like Alice convinces Ben to pretend to be her boyfriend to the family. And they're like racist against, because they're like Korean and they think he's Japanese. Anyways, there's like a whole like cultural thing about different types of Asians that hate each other. That's a whole rabbit hole that you could go down. And I love that. I love that aspect. So I really enjoyed Shortcomings. I recommend it. Give it like a solid 7 if I have to rate it. But it reminds me of like the kind of 90s indie movies that I really love, with like really good music. It's just simple story of people, really good side characters. There's even a joke about the actor who plays Ned in the Spider-Man Homecoming movies, Spider-Man No Way Home, Homecoming. The actor who plays Ned, who's Filipino, he's in this movie. And they make a joke about, Spider-Man in it. It's funny. Yeah. They make a joke about Marvel movies. So the movies, it's not like, it's just fun. It's just a quick joke, but I enjoyed this film quite a bit. Alan, your thoughts on Shortcomings?
Yeah, I did not walk away feeling as excited as you were. I mean, look, if you strip the story down, it's a guy whose girlfriend dumps him. She travels halfway across the country to pursue her, to go get on with her life. And then the guy chases after her and tries to tries to get back into her life. I mean, that's
Right.
essentially what the movie is. And I'm like, I've seen this. Okay, great. Look, Asians in it. Great. I love it.
But you've never
but it
seen
was
that. But you've never seen that story with. Wait, you've never seen that story with Asians, Alan. This is for
yeah,
you.
there you go. I mean, look.
Come on.
Yeah. I mean, you would think I would love that, but I'm like, I think part of it is like I think what I walked away with feeling was Ben was such a jerk that I really didn't care about. It's like, of course a jerk would do this. And he did it, and there was your story. I mean, it was like, you want to go to a movie and feel like that you've seen something elevated, or you see something that's basically not your life, and you're presented your life on stage. It's like if my life was so interesting to make a movie, this is that movie, and then which is why they don't make movies about my life. So I love the fact that you loved it. I think the comments are saying you have an Asian fetish. And,
what?
And I wanted something just to walk away with and say, you need to see this. And I just can't. I've just seen this story too many times in movies.
All right, your quick comments, but Shortcomings, strong recommend for me. Not so much for Alan over there. Wait, over there.